Alright, I haven't posted in a while. Feel like making a Minecraft video. So, we've got ovens. Everybody knows them, you probably hate them. 10 seconds to cook something seems like forever. You can do something like this. You don't have to babysit it as much. Load your items in there. They can even be different kinds of items. Throw your fuel in. Your oven will sit there and cook. It'll extract and it'll fill this chest full of your items that you have cooked. You can walk away, set it and forget it kind of deal. Awesome. But it's still slow. So you can do things like this, where you have them running in parallel. You can still throw multiple items in there, but now you're getting one part every 5 seconds instead of one part every 10. Power of parallelization. So I went ahead and made this much larger. Replaced these chests with some minecart tracks with some hopper minecarts and moved that chest. Actually, it's here. So here's your input chest now, full of coal ore. We've got 2 minecart hoppers that'll come down here, deploy all of that coal ore among all of these ovens for it to be cooked, and you can extract it right here. All with the push of a button. I no longer have to fuel this oven. It is using bamboo. So I've got an automated bamboo farm. Flying machines come out and knock it down every day. Fantastic. It works. It's really bad fuel, but it works. That's quite a bit more than one part every 10 seconds. 5.5 stacks per run. They'll go back and forth until they're empty, and then they'll come back and be reloaded, ready to use again. After building this oven, I shortly realized it's not fast enough. It could definitely use some improvement. As you can see, it is producing more than a regular oven. The rating 120,000 per hour. It's approximate based on the amount of ovens there are. Technically, you can't actually feed them all at once, but if you do the math, it's actually over 120k. So the problem is with this oven, though, is that it's not fast enough. So what can we do to make it faster? We'll run it in parallel with itself. That's the solution. Minecart clipping. So instead of having just 2 minecarts come out, we need more. I went ahead and built that. It is this way. This oven I chose to use a wool farm to fuel it because wool is twice as efficient as bamboo at smelting stuff. 16 sheep is just not enough, though. You need a lot more. It took forever for this thing to get fueled. So, here's this new oven. Quite a bit larger, as you can tell. We've got 1,028 ovens. You can get over 370,000 items per hour from this oven array. This looks like the same setup, 2 minecart hoppers, but it's not. There's actually 6 here. So there's 3 and 3. I've upgraded your input chest to double the size. This is 3 inventories worth of space here. We'll go ahead and hit it. And as you can tell, it is extracting from the chests quicker than it was with the previous oven. It's actually taking from both chests at the same rate. About 3 times as much, about 3 times as fast. The clipped minecarts take off down the track, distributing 1 piece for every oven, and once they're all empty, they come back, get popped on a cactus, and back into the hopper. Ready to go. I'll go ahead and unlock that. We should be getting emeralds very soon. What would that be? Almost 2 full rows of emeralds per button click. So if you can keep this thing loaded, it's a lot faster than one oven for sure. It's about 3 times as fast as the previous oven. As you can tell, that is much, much better. But it's not maxed out. I feel like it could definitely be bigger. As I was building this, I realized it has flaws. Obviously. Lots of flaws. The minecarts that are clipped have to run down the track and stay clipped together, so as one minecart's emptying, the other 2 are staying full, just riding along with it. They're not emptying themselves into ovens, and that's a problem because they have stuff that needs to be cooked right away. See, look at that. There's still a minecart in there that's not even feeding those ovens. So what we need to do is declip them after we've clipped them. So I'm clipping them so they can load, and then I need to declip them so that they can get fed into ovens independently. So instead of 3 minecarts together, they get separated, and you have 6 tracks with 6 sets of ovens, all running simultaneously. This would take a lot of modification to make this actually work like that. I'm not going to do it. Look at all those emeralds, wow. That is too many. Ah, stop coming into me. Ah, whatever. Some survivors. So, in order to make this work properly, I had to build another oven. Again, the Supermassive oven array up in the sky here. This one, I chose to use carpet dupers to fuel it because why not? That's another totally vanilla doable machine. It's a game exploit, why not take advantage of it? Carpet duping. Still a terrible fuel, but it fills itself up and I don't have to worry about it. What you see here is 6,996 ovens, and yes, that does say 2 million per hour. If I could work on the timing a little bit, I might be able to bump that up to 2.5, but as it sits now, we are capable of emptying both of these double chests with one button click. In about 13 seconds, all of this will be ran and gone. So we've got our clipped minecarts. They are declipping down the declipper. There are 44 minecarts in total here, and they all launch down their independent tracks. 44 minecarts feeding approximately 2.5 stacks worth of materials each into 2.5 stacks worth of ovens, getting 1 piece apiece. 1 item each. That improper verbism there. So, if you could keep up with feeding this every 13 seconds, filling both of those chests, yeah, you could get 2 million pieces per hour. Let's turn on our output. We'll see just how quickly we can get an inventory of diamonds. Setup time is outrageous, it seems. But once it gets going, it's crazy. Alright, now I better get out of it, because they're all just they're gonna despawn, because if they go into me, I'm in creative. So, this oven is very simple, just like the other ones. The only thing I've really done fancy is minecart clipping and the declipper. Everything else is pretty basic redstone. For some reason, I ran into a bottleneck where 22 minecarts and 22 minecarts was all I could do. If you try to feed more into it and make it longer where you could deep clip more, it just doesn't work. It seems like 22 is the max hard limit. Another issue that I'm having is 13 seconds. That's not 10 seconds. I want it to be 10 seconds. If I could somehow empty this double chest in 10 seconds, that would be fantastic. That's where I'm not getting my 2.5 million from. I have to wait 2 extra seconds. It's terrible. It's heartbreaking. But, I mean, I've got a whole inventory of diamonds. And then some. I don't know how to use shulker unloaders or shulker loaders or any of that speed stuff. I literally have no idea. I'm sure this can be improved upon. It would be awesome if somebody could help me out, or if somebody would build this in a survival game. That would be really cool to see a server running with something like this. I have yet to see a larger oven array in Minecraft. I'm sure it exists. Hopefully somebody out there does better than this. There's no way that this is the best. Lots and lots of diamonds. Anyway, if you've enjoyed any bit of this or want a more in-depth demonstration of how this all functions, just let me know. Like and subscribe.